up until now, let's face it, everybody knows that it's out there, but we don't think of it as something we have to be concerned about, right? I mean, that's something that happens other places. That doesn't just happen in the U.S., right? I mean, we don't have these kind of crazy outbreaks. But now all of a sudden we have what? Now the second case of one of the hospital workers now coming down with it. So, you I guess you just have to start to think, like, what potentially is going to happen with this outbreak? Are they going to get it under control? Is it going to continue to spread?
Well, yeah, absolutely. It could spread. I mean, it's very tough. It's very tough to say because there's so much that is not known about this. Apparently the the news sites that I'm going on to like to sweet talk and serenade everybody. But anyways, as far as the Ebola is concerned, here's what you need to know. Here's how you can only get Ebola from touching the blood or body fluids of a person who is sick or has died from Ebola. So if you know somebody that has Ebola, do not touch them or their bodily fluids. Just saying. If they pee on the floor, don't touch the pee. Touching contaminated objects like needles. So, if you're a nurse and you're going ahead and giving your Ebola patient a shot, and don't give yourself a shot with the same damn needle, throw the needle away. Save yourself. And finally, touching infected animals, their blood or their bodily fluids or meat. So if your cat has Ebola, don't pet the damn thing. Seriously. Save a life. Don't touch people with Ebola.
The thing is that hospital workers are coming down with it. I mean, these people had on masks, protective clothing. Like, what am I missing? How is it that they came in contact? I mean, were they, like, swallowing the puke off the floor? I'm not understanding how it spread when, according to everything I read, obviously it's contagious, but it's not very easy to get. It's not an airborne disease, right?
I have to admit, I have not brushed up on my Ebola knowledge, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely not airborne, that I know. So I find it odd that this happened, but again, I don't know all the specifics of what's going on in that hospital. Maybe they don't have the best safety practices. Maybe they do. I don't know. But regardless, I'm telling you right now, and I love you to death, if you get a fever and you start puking, we are not having sex. We are not kissing. I am going nowhere near you. Sorry.
Well,
I'll see you in 21 days.
Interestingly enough, what are the symptoms of Ebola? According to the NBC Dallas website here, ironically enough, Dallas was where the case broke out, the following symptoms can appear from 2 to 21 days after exposure. Fever, headache, diarrhea, vomiting, stomach pain, unexplained bleeding or bruising, and muscle pain. Generally, after 21 days, if an exposed person has not developed these symptoms, he or she will not become sick. However, the Ebola virus has been found in the semen for up to 3 months after exposure, so those who have recovered from the virus are advised not to have sex or only have sex using condoms during that time, according to the CDC. And, of course, according over here to DC.
Well, I don't care. I mean, I can't imagine your boyfriend, your husband, your hookup, whatever, had Ebola. And you think, you know what, babe, let's do it. We'll just use a condom. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not about to use a condom. Hell no. I'll see you in 3 months, dude. Until then, you're on your own.
Condoms suck.
A condom. I'm going to think that's going to protect me. If I'm going to sleep with somebody who has AIDS if they throw a condom on, too? I mean, come on, people.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, anyways.
All right, this is going south.
I'm just saying. Okay,
oh,
it's
Lord.
just a condom. It's just a piece of material. So let's be real here, people. On a lighter note, they announced that Katy Perry will be doing the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
we all know that is going to be a great time to get up, relieve yourself, stretch, smoke if you're nasty and you do that. I don't know. Whatever you got to do, get some food, because really, nobody's watching that show.
No, nobody's watching that show. It's crazy. Last Super Bowl, they had Bruno Mars, and Bruno Mars tore it up. It was a great Super Bowl halftime show with Bruno Mars, and I'm good with saying that because I actually enjoyed it. I can safely tell you this Super Bowl, I'll be using the crapper. And on that note, this will do it for the. Oh, man, for the second week of Get Ready America here. I'm still hung up on the condom talk there. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you to the Big Cat for spending some time with us talking about him. Check him out if you are in the area of ESW. That is where he will be wrestling. He'll be taking on our friend, IB Green. God bless you, you bastard, you. Big Cat's gonna kill you. Dawn, thank you again for joining me here, and let's get into the specifics. This is a copyrighted podcast of the Gear Radio Networks, and any rebroadcast or reproduction without the express written permission of either myself, of Don Cimino, or of the Gear Radio Networks in general is strictly prohibited. Tune in to Better Live Than Dead this week. It's actually 2 episodes this week. If you didn't catch the previous one, it's up on GearNetwork.com. Episode 10 came out on Tuesday. Episode 11 is going to come out this weekend. It's going to be great. Rob Sanderson from the Rochester Amerks is going to be on there. Yes, that Rob Sanderson, the one from Pier 6 Wrestling too, but he works with the Amerks, so he's going to be on there. He's going to talk hockey with Ryan Wolf, and it's going to be great!
Who do we have next week?
I can't tell you that because I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to announce who's going to be the guest every week because, as we've learned from the Talking Wrestling days...
You know who we should get?
Who should we get?
We should see if we can get Jesse Bell.
Who?
You know, Jesse Bell.
I don't know who that is.
No, Jesse. Alright, we'll figure it out. We'll have somebody, I promise.
Tune in next week for Don Cimino. This is John Cimino saying so long, everybody. Good night now.